Hey friends, let's talk about what's shifted for you since the eclipse of last weekend. And I want to share why today, October 19th, tomorrow, October 20th, are the perfect days to absorb and integrate the wisdom and the shifts that have come through for you. If you're watching this after the fact, you can certainly still receive and learn from it. But if you're seeing this on October 19th, 20th, 2023, listen up. This is the opening the days to really get and integrate everything that you just went through. So first of all, we went through a Mercury retrograde, okay? We came out of the shadow period of Mercury's retrograde at the end of September. So basically, all through the summer, we were going through an inward journey with Mercury as well as with Venus. So both the mind and the heart center were doing this deep dive of healing and processing and upgrading, but in ways that we didn't necessarily understand at the time. So basically, the summer months in the northern hemisphere were this time of profound, deep, energetic shift, but you may not have quite gotten what was going on. Your mind may not have understood fully what was happening. We came out of Mercury's shadow period at the end of September. And then 2 weeks later, we had this eclipse. Okay. So eclipses are often a time of endings or leavings. We use the term something being eclipsed out of your life. This is general. There will be variations based on what's going on in your chart, your own story. But very often eclipses have to do with something finishing, something completing, something being released. This particular eclipse, because it was near to the south node, even more so is about endings, is about releases. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We had this Mercury retrograde period on September 30th. Mercury reached the end of his shadow period, which means that we're ready to move forward and to integrate the lessons. Then this eclipse happened. What are you? And here's the big question. What are you ready and have you now released as a result of all the shift that you went through over the summer? Whatever learning, whatever growth, whatever internal deep processes you went through over the summer months in the northern hemisphere, winter months in the southern. I'm talking like July, August in particular. As a result of that, you're changed. And this eclipse marked some kind of like a finality, like a release point, like a letting go, like an actual in your life, letting go or moving out of the things that you are now ready to be done with. Sometimes this is relationships, sometimes it's connections, sometimes it's jobs, sometimes it's thought patterns, energy patterns, or something that you're simply just no longer available to put up with, to be, to do. What are you ready to release? And what did you release in the eclipse that happened last weekend, October 14th? So here is the bottom line. Today, October 19th, and also tomorrow, the 20th, there is a transit happening called the superior conjunction of Mercury and the Sun. This is basically when Mercury and the Sun meet up. Mercury represents our intellect, our thoughts, our mind, our ideas. The Sun represents our conscious awareness. When these two meet up, there's some way that information becomes more clear. Things are somehow more clear and more available to you. Understanding is more available. Aha moments of the things that have been going on for the past several months that haven't been fully clear may be available now. I want to invite you to spend a little bit of time today, perhaps journaling today, tomorrow, perhaps journaling, perhaps writing. Writing is really good. Writing's coming through strongly right now. Talking it out can be helpful as well. But let your mind process what it's ready to get now. about all of the growth that you've gone through over the past few months, because there was some kind of a shift, a release, a real life experience change that happened with the eclipse. And now today, your mind is ready to get it and to see it and to process it. And it's so helpful when that happens. So much of our healing work often happens in these realms that are deep inside, and we might not even have words for what we're going through. But it's also so helpful to allow our minds to get it and go, oh, that's what I'm releasing. That's what I am clearing. This is what I'm no longer available for. This is what I will no longer be putting up with in my experience. Here's what I'm letting go of. You might want to ritualize this in some way, or simply spend some time reflecting on what has happened for you, what has shifted, because this is super valuable, deep, rich, juicy info that is wanting to come through now. A couple more things to make this a little more clear and give you clues about what you're looking for. The eclipse had a couple of interesting aspects to it. First of all, it happened in an opposition to Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer, the part of us that goes through wound, but then grows through it and comes into a different relationship with the wounded places so that they no longer rule you. So this eclipse triggered in opposition to those wounded places that you're no longer as available for. Going back to releasing, is there a place that used to be so triggered that you're just not available to be taken out by that anymore? You're done with that one. You're ready to move on. What is that? If that's your experience, allow your mind to get that and to grasp it and to notice, yeah, I'm ready to release this. I'm ready to move forward. This eclipse also happened in conjunct to Uranus. Uranus is a very wild card, unexpected energy. It's got an electric quality to it, those sudden downloads that just kind of come out of nowhere. If there have been ideas that seem to come out of the blue, or just energetic shifts that feel like they just came from, where did they come from? That's Uranus energy coming in, shaking things up, changing, evolving you into the version of you that's ready to move forward now. So I hope this has sparked some insights. If you want to drop a note in the comments and let me know, I would love to hear what this may have sparked for you. But give yourself some time today to process, to journal, to allow those aha moments to come through. You've been through an enormous period of growth and energetic shift over the past months. It's time to receive and embody everything that is bringing to you, and allow yourself to notice that, to see that, to identify what you have grown through. And this is such an important piece. Identify what you've shifted, what you've released, who the new version of you is, and write it down and wire it in through the attention to that. All right, sending you tons of love. Like and subscribe if this has been helpful, and I will see you soon. Take care.